I really need a haircut. What is going on, guys? Chris Rudnik here, and today we are working back on the Sunny. Jack is currently at HP. He's gonna be coming here throughout the day, and he's gonna be helping us with the wiring harness and trying to just get power to the ECU. Other than power to the ECU, I can pretty much do everything myself. I can't find that wire. I don't know where it goes and all of that. We were trying to trace it a little last night, but we didn't have much luck. So instead of just sitting here doing nothing, waiting for him, I do want to do a couple things. Like you can see right here, we got the brake lines, and sooner or later I would definitely like to upgrade these. But right now, my main concern is just to get the whole car together. I mean, this thing it doesn't look like it, but it's really in pieces. Like every single system needs attention, like the brakes, the cooling, the electrical, the fuel, like all of that needs attention, and we're just going to be tackling it one at a time. And there's no sense of like, oh, I'm not going to do the brakes right now because I'm going to buy this, I'm going to wait 2 weeks for it to come in. I want to get it together, and I want to get this thing stopping, going until we act, and then we can start upgrading parts when we have everything, we know everything works, so on and so forth. So this is pretty simple. I mean, just got to untape this thing. It's got that little metal clip, so I'm going to go ahead, we're just going to clip it into there so it's actually ran, and then we can thread the brake line to the hard line right here, and then we can actually see where it ends up in the engine bay and what we have to do to get the chase bay brake booster delete to work. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to set up this and make the brake system a little better than it is, and then keep tackling. How was the gym this morning?
Awful.
Awful. This is our third time. We went for 2.5 hours. We did 40 minutes on the elliptical, and the rest we were just pumping.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Series sucks. Sorry. All right, guys. Well, we've been doing some research because we don't want to mess anything up, and we want to do this right. So we got the Chase Bay brake boost delete. We just popped this out, which was anything but it. No. It was literally just placed in there, and we just did a quick Google search. So the front right, can you hold that real quick?
Yeah.
So the front right, we're gonna put into here. The front left, it's gonna go into there. And then on the other side, which is the out, that's going to the rear. Super easy. And then your proportioning valve, it works. If you want more brakes, or if you want more rear, I think you go to the left. If you want more, you go to the right.
I think you tighten it to make less brakes.
Oh, gotcha.
And loosen it to give more brakes, because it allows fluid to go.
Yeah, so that, it'll work correctly. Sadly, this is the only thing that came with the truck. So sometimes, I mean, depending on the vehicle, Chase Bays, it gives you also, or you can buy the lines that are actually properly made for that car. But this is a universal kit. This fits for many Mitsubishis, Nissans.
Nissan.
Yeah, we looked it up, and it was just a generic part number for Chase Bay. So I assume that the people that had this before, they were just gonna try to make the stock brake lines work, but I don't think we're gonna do that. So this one right here, this one goes all the way to the front left. I'm just trying to think because it's opposite for me right now. And this one right here, oh, it's that one right there, yeah. This one goes to right here. So the beauty of where this shop is, it's right next to this place called Make-A-Hose. And those dudes, I swear to God, anything you need them to make, they can make, and they make it freaking perfectly. They make it with you just sitting there, and it takes 20 minutes, and they always do it right. So what we're gonna do is, we're not gonna be using any of these hard lines other than the rear one. We're just gonna take, where is that? Yeah, this.
Is rear, yeah.
So we're not gonna use this rubber line right here. It actually gets to a hard line just right next to the transmission, right where the firewall starts down there. So we're gonna take this off, do a braided line from that line to the booster. We're gonna completely delete this hard line. We're also gonna do a braided line from this side to the booster as well. I'm saying booster, I know it's not, but just go with it. And then we're gonna also make a braided line going from here to there. Then we have flexible line. We can kind of manipulate it a lot, and we can really run it clean. Two, it's very good. They built my hydro lines for the Ricer Miata, and they came out phenomenal. So I have no concern with this company at all. They do really good work. It's expensive because they do good work, but the Sunny deserves some expensive work. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try to, we're gonna hook up those rubber lines right now, and then we're gonna get measurements of every single line that we need, and then we're gonna go to Make-A-Hose. Oh, there was one more thing. We're gonna try to tackle the brake system and the clutch system at the same time, because I noticed The clutch line, it's right here, and it's literally 3 different clutch lines. There's no reason for that. So I'm just gonna bring this banjo bolt and I'm gonna see if they have the correct banjo or fitting that will fit into the slave cylinder, and just to make me one full line that goes directly to the slave cylinder, because it's literally banjo, braided line to a hard line to a rubber line. It's very overcomplicated, and just with all those unions, you're asking for a leak later down the line. So we're just gonna completely get rid of all of that, just make one full solid line. And my goal with this is to have the full brake system bled and to have the full clutch system bled as well. So we definitely have a lot of work ahead of us, but we just took a step back. We kind of just looked at everything, and I think we got a pretty solid game plan.
Yeah, we're not wiring, guys. We're
You know, I mean, when Jack comes over here, if he wants to lead us in the right direction with wiring, great. But right now, I mean, regardless, there's all of the systems need attention, and we're just gonna tackle the ones that we know how to do. And then we're gonna worry about the other ones that make me wanna fucking die towards the end. So let's,
Do you think those cups are, because I read the comments, do you think the cups are color changing, like dash lights, like mood lighting?
It might actually, I don't know.
That's some old school.
Dude, that is old school. Because now you just use LEDs.
Yeah, you just get the...
That's like a motherboard and stuff. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start tackling this, get some measurements, and we got a good game plan today. I'm stoked. All right, so after about 45 minutes, we finally figured out all the sizes that we needed. We ended up changing our mind for this side because we were looking at the brake line before we took it out. It's just routed so nicely, and it's just an OEM style, and it's hidden underneath. And to be honest, we just think it's gonna be cleaner using that hard line rather than using a braided line. So we're actually just gonna go from braided line right here to the master cylinder, and then this side is gonna be all braided. And then, as I said before, we're gonna use the hard line that goes all the way to the rear, and then from where it gives out right there, we're just gonna put a braided line. This is what our clutch line is currently. Check this thing out. This is what it is. It goes braided line, hard line, rubber line. What we want to do is we want to do a 90 off of the slave cylinder, and then just braided line all the way to the top of the clutch master cylinder. So we got a good game plan. I'm pretty happy with it. So let's go to Make a Hose, and they can make all of our fittings. We're bringing this so they get the right thread pitch and everything is correct the first time, and we don't have to worry about anything. All right, guys, so we just got back from Mako Hose. I am stoked. We got every single thing we needed. So right here, this was our old clutch line. You had the braided line here, then you had a hard line, then you had this rubber hose. Now we just have the banjo fitting that's gonna go on the top of the clutch master all the way down to the right thread for the slave cylinder right here. All one line, all good. And it's cool because it's like even like coated with this like heat stuff. I don't know what it's called, but you can't feel the metal. So it's coated, it's nice. Mega Hose, they do great work. Another one, this is, which one is this? This is for the rear. So it tees into like right here, not tees, and goes into the clutch or the brake master. Then it comes right down there into the hard line, so that will connect our rear. And then for the front, this is the front left right here. We made a 45. That's gonna go from the master cylinder, and that's gonna go to the rubber line that's actually under the car. And we'll replace those with braided line sooner or later, but right now we're just using them because they're in the car and they're fine. It's not like they're ripped or anything, and we're not gonna go be 200 down the freaking racetrack. Last, we got this one right here. This one was really simple. We did a 90 going from the brake master right straight on into this caliper right here, but we're using the hard line in the car just because we figured it's going to be the cleanest and the most efficient and the most cost effective as well. So all of those lines costed under $150, which, to be honest, it's not too bad. It's going to complete our whole brake system and our whole clutch system as well. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put all of these lines on right now, and then we can actually start to fill fluid up. Before we did anything, we made sure that this was gonna work with our clutch pedal. I don't know why it wouldn't, but we made sure to adjust it correctly and all of that stuff. The only thing that we need to do now is we need to get the hardware.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Why did she do that? Did I say Siri?
No, you said sorry. You said sorry.
Did I say sorry?
You said sorry.
I've been hanging out with you too much. You apologize a lot.
Yeah, I know.
But we need the nuts, so this is bolted up. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm super stoked. We got everything we needed. Everything is I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I think everything's the correct length. We really made sure that we measured a couple times before we did everything. Gotta tighten this too, that's stupid. But yeah, let's put this in, and we're gonna have brakes tonight. Well, on the bright side, we got 75% of this project correct. So when we went to Mako Hose, we didn't account for them, like when they did the straight, to do this like really long straight right here. And there's really no way of making this work. Like you can see that the hole is literally underneath, like it just goes straight for like too long. And I mean, we could probably make it work. It'd just be super ghetto, and we're not even gonna bother with that. We just need one more line. We know how to fix it and everything, so that's not a problem at all. But the slave line works awesome. This front line works awesome. And then the one that goes right underneath the firewall works great as well. So all of those are good. Sadly, we can't bleed the brakes tonight because of this, but I mean, it's an easy fix. It's not too big of a deal. We know what we have to do. And now we can at least go ahead and we can bleed the clutch, and we can have a clutch and do all of that. And honestly, we need to go to Mako Hose one more time because this throttle cable snapped. It does not work with the pedal or anything. So they actually make throttle cables as well, which is very convenient. So we're gonna get a custom made throttle cable for this as well. So everything just works for this vehicle. Yo, dude, hit the throttle. Never mind, we made our own thing work. Hell yeah. So we save money on the throttle cable. It's just the stock throttle cable. It's cool too, so you get to keep that too and all of that. But here, go full. Oh yeah, she's good. She's Gucci. Sick, we're tackling some stuff. I'm really happy about this. A little bummed about that brake line, but you can't win them all, and things happen. It's not too big of a deal. Time to fix this, ready? Boom. Boom, that's me. Boom. All right, let's fix that. That's awful. Look how cute this is. Look how small this steering wheel is. I love how there's only one thing here. Ready? Boop. Take a left turn. Dude, it's so tiny in here. Huh?
It's so small. It's like a 5 now.
Really?
Or like a 6. Yeah.
Dang, dude, water temp. Glove box. Oh. Ooh, that sounds gross. Ooh, a mouse pad. Hell yeah. Yo, is this a joint, dude? Hell yeah, look at that. What is this? Dang. Screwdriver? Dude, is this like a makeshift bowl? Imagine, that'd be sick. It's just a broken screwdriver. That'd be funny though. Asshole move of the day. You ready for this? So we're sitting here, right? I'm pumping this stupid thing with my hand. Matt's like, yo, nothing's coming out still. I'm like, oh, grab the power bleeder. Let's try it that way. So he grabs the power bleeder. Now fluid's going through, obviously, because we're forcing it, right? And we're like, yeah, we should feel something. And I go like this. I'm like, yo, dude, I don't feel anything. So we're still trying because we're desperate at this point. And then I was like, is the master hooked up to the clutch? The pedal? It's not hooked up to the pedal. I found this laying on the ground. So yeah, we just gotta hook up the clutch master to the pedal, and then we can actually start bleeding this thing. Realistically, I bet you there's no bubbles in the line anymore because we've been power bleeding it for a while. That maybe when we hook this thing up, we'll have a working clutch. So we're gonna do that right now. I'm sweating ball sack right now. Matt is legit standing. Oh, he was just standing in the rain. Cooling off in the rain. That's some Florida crap. Always look at things first before you start working on a project car. Look what I have now. Hey, look. I'm not bringing it back up. Yeah, we got a pedal.
You don't have a pedal?
No, I got a pedal, look.
Nice.
Feels good too. It hurts my knuckles. Hurts my knuckies. All right. doing things under here sucks, but it's done. Look at my little neon lights. You like that? Well, guys, we got a throttle, we got a clutch, and we have a, nah, I'm just kidding, we're not gonna hit that. We'll have brakes tomorrow. But this is sick, dude. I'm hype on this. Dang, she's coming together. We still have a lot to go, but little at a time, and that's gonna work wonders. Jack, sadly, he couldn't help us today. He's actually feeling a bit sick, so give him some prayers in his Instagram, even though it's just like a little common cold. I was like, yo, you can taste, can you smell, can you wheezing? He said he can taste, he can smell, and all of that, so I'll still hang out with him. But I talked to Tommy about the wiring too, and he just suggests I get a whole wiring specialties flying lead harness, and I am not against that, but definitely don't want to do a flying lead harness myself, especially on this thing. But we'll figure it out either way. I mean, regardless, I wanted to get a wiring specialties harness anyways. I wasn't aware that it needed to be a flying lead, but I guess that is going to be the best bet for this truck, but we'll figure it out. I mean, we still have a little ways to go before we do any of that, so not too worried. I mean, one step at a time, one day at a time. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put a fender on real quick, because I'm just dying to see, like, just the stock fender, nothing crazy. My, does this thing look good with a fender. Now, it's not the Hakatora fender, but it is the classic Sunny fender, looking like Matt's. Dude, you got like a little mustache. Oh, not anymore.
Oh.
Nice slicked back hair. You're looking classy, man.
Greaser.
You actually look like you're from the mob or something with that little mustache you got going on.
I don't know, maybe there's a reason I'm not in Poland.
But yeah, no, this looks sick. I'm really hyped on this. The fender is not on by any means, but it is looking good. I'm really happy about the progress. It did take us a little long to get everything figured out and stuff, but the clutch 100% works. We got the throttle cable to work. 75% of the brake lines are now done. We just have to go fix our little error tomorrow. And I think tomorrow I really want to focus on the cooling system and all of that. She's coming along, man. Surely, slowly but surely. I mean, everything we do, we're trying to do right and correct. So obviously it's going to take a little more time and stuff, but dang, I am happy. I'm happy that 2 out of the 3 pedals in the car were in the truck. Sorry, there's a couple comments that are mad at me for calling it a car. It's just stupid, but I think we're gonna end the video right here, guys. We're supposed to do the power steering line today, but we really gotta get all the cars in because the Hot Boy has a hood dump and it's pouring rain out, so we gotta get it inside. And I gotta edit this video. It's getting pretty late, and I think we're going back to the gym tonight. Back to the gym. We're just gonna do cardio, but hey, man, gym life. See you guys.